Episode 547 of the TV Dudes, recorded July 10th, 2025. Gamebers!
Gamebers? Yes.
Well, I suppose this recorded July 11th.
July 11th. Gamebers! Yes, we're back with another Patreon showrunner pick from our steadfast supporter, John Paul. This time, he's chosen Game Bros over on Tubi.
Will this pick fare better than the last, or will it be a big old slice of German cheese?
Spoilers, it did fare better.
That's right! John Paul's back, baby! This pick was great, and we'll tell you why in a few, but first, I'm Nick.
And I'm Les.
And we're the TV Dudes.
And you know a bunch of bros who game isn't all we watch this week, but before we get into our diaries, let me tell you how Game Bros got chosen this week.
How did it?
It's a little place on the interwebs that we call patreon.com/tvdudes.
Patreon.com/TVDudes? Is that even legal?
For now. Over at patreon.com/tvdudes, you can pick the shows we watch, just like John Paul did, or snag extra episodes each week as we review movies and stuff.
This week, the bonus episode we are releasing is the review of Superman 2025, which we really enjoyed and had a blast and talked really long about.
Yeah, we did.
So it was like you got a lot of content on there. But hear it for yourself at patreon.com/tvdudes.
And now we can talk about our show watching. To the Diaries! Nick, what all did you get into this week? I saw something on your list that What is Ziam?
Ziam is something I watched last night, which was on Netflix. Sometimes on Netflix you'll have they've kind of fucked it up where like you have hey, remind me this is dropping on this date. And so like I'll go once a month I'll go through those and like what's dropping in 2 months or 3, like let me fucking put reminders and whatever.
It's the closest thing to the original Netflix feeling of going 300 or 400 deep on your DVD queue list. And then just having a movie show up in the mail where you're like, the fuck is that?
And I watching Ziam, which is a Thailand based zombie film.
Okay.
So, and it's interesting. It's basically this Muay Thai boxer. Like the whole world is basically on the brink of collapse. Food shortages and stuff. In Thailand, fucking survived it all because they figured out how to make bugs into food, I think.
Okay.
It's basically I'm not really sure why this was added in of like there's a food shortage other than the fact that it leads to them eating this fish that they've caught and like, oh, the liver of this fish might help some patients in the hospital. But really, this fish is like undead fish. And so that's how the zombie apocalypse starts, is that a bunch of these guys eat like bad fish, but and it's ugly ass fish, but no one's eaten fish for like...
Right. Beggars can't be choosers. Yeah.
Ever. So like it's a delicacy. So even higher up people got into this.
No, I know y'all are starving. We're going to make this soup Kingdom style.
I thought they were going to reveal later too that because one guy ends up at the hospital and gets turned into turns into a zombie there. After eating the fish, and I was like, oh, did the other people not turn into a zombie, or did they come to the hospital, we just didn't see them? Because I was like, oh, if they didn't get to the hospital, there should be a zombie apocalypse breaking out outside of the hospital. But it's all contained to the hospital here.
Okay.
And basically, this guy has to go rescue his girlfriend that works at the hospital. He was actually he runs the rigs, and he was the one that brought in the fish thing because he defends it from the roving gangs with his Muay Thai skills.
Okay.
And so it's interesting to see a Muay Thai fighter fight zombies and like what his strategies are there.
Which is thinking like that's a very close-up grapple-y
fight. It's interesting because normally you'd imagine martial arts there's a lot of back and forth. And with zombies, like they're trying to bite and attack. So he doesn't really get hit a lot. It's more him tripping. And then he even headbutts zombies, which just seems wildly dangerous to me. Of like, man, you're putting your face right at the bite hole.
Thinking, man, like I'm picturing like Tony Jaa jumping up and landing his knees on people's shoulders and elbowing down on their heads, but you wouldn't want to do that with the tooth part right there on your...
But anyway, I think the interesting part of it is that Muay Thai, he seems to be using it to control groups of them so that he can more effectively hit repeatedly them in the head. And then he starts to use tools and stuff, but like... It's interesting, but it's not the night comes for us level of badass fighting. You know, I think I've been a little spoiled by Indonesia, in their fucking martial art actions films. And but what's interesting about this one is that eventually they burn a zombie and set off of the sprinkler system. And so the sprinkler system falls on some of the zombies, and even the ones that got shot and are like dead seem to come back to life. And suddenly their jaws split open, their rib cages go down, and they grow gills, and they push their arms to the back, and they become fish zombies. And it's like, so the third act is fish zombies. And I was like,
Javi seen this?
And I was like, holy shit. Fucking big swing at the end here. Way to bury the lead.
Right.
That these were fucking fish zombies the whole goddamn time.
That's your hook.
That's your hook. So I was like, oh my god.
You don't want to save that for the fin.
This, I thought it was technically interesting. The story is not the guy and his girlfriend aren't really that interesting. There's a kid that, of course, you know, gets drug along, and he's precocious. There's a bad guy that is trying to, you know, make sure his wife makes it out of the hospital at all costs, but of course is going to sacrifice everyone to do it. There's, other than the fish part of it, there's nothing new going on here. But and here's how low my bar is: the fish part of it is enough to
talk about it. Yeah.
And the Muay Thai fighting, is interesting. But also, Generation Z was one that I watched.
That more interesting.
That was more interesting. That one was on Prime, and
it's a series, right?
Yeah, it's a series, and I think it's British, or is it Aussie? Like, I think they have a British accent. But what was interesting about that one is that, so the Generation Z part of it is the fact that, so zombies are brought about by an accident on some like chemical spill on a highway transporting this zombie virus shit, and it turns an elderly home gets gassed with it, and they become zombies, and they start biting people. But it gets revealed that the younger you are, the faster it burns through you, to the point where like you get to a teenager level or like below, and you don't really survive long enough to bite another person. So really, the older you are, the weaker your immune system, the less your body fights the zombie.
It's the elderly that are the contagious, that are spreading
So the elderly are the ones that are spreading it to everyone else, because they can hold they can hold it together longer. And what's really interesting is they retain their intelligence. They know everything they're doing is wrong. They remember everyone.
They just still want to do it.
They can talk to everyone. They can speak. Everything is the same about them, except for this just unquenchable need to feed. And one of them figures out that, dude, so I thought eating flesh was cool. I ate my son. And so they get a bigger kick out of eating people that are related to them.
That's just creepy.
So there's a big metaphor of, the problems left by the older generation to this new generation that is just fucked through no fault of their own. So you're following a bunch of teenagers that are trying to, not get bit by their fucking grandparents, and like... it
is British, shot it in Wales. And it's apparently directed and created by Ben Wheatley, the weirdo director of High Rise and Field in England, who also did Meg 2.
Okay, right.
Like, the reason that I was sitting through Meg 2 going, why is this boring?
Yeah.
Because you're a fucking weirdo, dude.
I found it very fascinating and really interesting.
It looked cool, the bits I saw of your show. I'm glad it was on your Diaries, because I'd forgotten about you watching it in the course of the week.
At the level of, do you kill these zombies? Because eventually they find a cure.
Right. If they've not lost their intelligence, can you tell yourself, well, it's 28 years later style, like, well, there's no soul, son.
People hessite because the zombie that's coming at you is talking to you as it's coming.
I don't want to do this. Hey, man. Like, I'm sorry.
Oh, man. Some of them are even like warning you off. Like, your mothers are telling their kids, fucking get out of here. Do not like run.
Don't trust me. Don't come near me. Yeah.
They got one tied up and like, just no filter on her mouth anymore. Like, I'm still, even though have the unbeatable urge to just take bites out of you right now, I'm having a great time with you guys.
I'm having a fun time hanging out. Yeah, yeah.
I feel like we've cut another level in our friendship here. I quite enjoyed it.
Very cool.
I also watched Jaws and Jaws 2, just because I don't know, like the 50th
Been pushing it
anniversary
hard.
has
Yeah.
been pushing it. And when we watched Jurassic World, we saw a bit of the trailer
Yes.
in there, and I had just watched it on Peacock, and even but up on the big screen, I was like, "Bitch, I'll watch this movie right
Like,
fucking now."
honestly, yeah. Like you said, like if just like, hey, so before your movie, we're just gonna show all of Jaws, and like, yeah, okay, all right, I don't have anything going on. Let's do it.
It was that movie fucking rules, and I didn't realize I find this so hard to believe every time I watch it without, because when I was a kid, I would watch it. We didn't own Jaws.
Mm-hmm.
I would watch it on TNT or TBS,
Right.
Dinner and a Movie, always played it. So I'd watch this thing over the course of, I don't know, 3 hours, with commercial breaks or whatever.
Right. Right.
Well, it's like Asan Minaj's like quote on it, like, "Oh no, it's a good. You should take the 6 hours aside and watch it on TNT."
Right. Right.
And but it moves along from scene to scene and flies. Like, it really moves at a good clip.
Knowing all the problems that they were having making that movie,
Yeah,
it looks perfect.
it looks so good.
We were talking about, like, you're having so much fun. It's assembled so nicely that you miss all sorts of like little stuff that just had to be part of the production nightmare of like trying to match the fucking daylight and
yeah,
where people are standing, like
that opening scene is like all of a sudden day, and like,
right.
oh no, this was the best 2 shots you could have gotten.
Right.
Even though it was pitch black at night just a second ago. And realizing by the end that, like, so they have the solution to their problem, which is Quint, I guess, for the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
And it just takes a couple more people getting eaten before they try that. And even at the end, they're like, "So man, Quint's not all right." Like, the book always is interesting to me now because it is the only thing that explains that the mayor is mobbed up.
You having told me that, watching the movie and looking at the way he dresses and shit, and I'm like, yeah, he is.
Yeah, so he's taking money from the mob, and not like, so he can't you always thought like, oh man, he reopening the beaches is irresponsible.
Right.
Like, but he needs it because this whole community is reliant upon July 4th weekend
right
swim stuff. It's a destination.
Right.
Right.
But like, no, you can't have that be canceled.
But no, he's got his kneecaps riding on this.
Right.
Like, he can't
right
cancel the fight. You like, no, someone has to take the fucking gavel out of his hand and do it for him.
Yeah.
Like, also, between Jaws and Jaws 2, Brody is such a drunk, and you got to know that, like, in Jaws 2, it is like so clear that, like, so how many scenes were he was written drunk, and how many of them are just Roy Scheider
yeah,
just fucking showed up plastered, because he is fucked up in a couple of those scenes.
Yeah.
In a way that is not like, man.
No, I will go to my grave. Like, you've heard actors say that, the trick to playing drunk is that nobody drunk is trying to act drunk. They're trying to act sober and failing. And like, watching these scenes, nobody's this good.
Yeah,
like, nobody's this good, dude. You are really
fucked.
Drunk.
That dude's smashed.
I will go to my grave thinking that he is truly drunk in that scene, Yeah.
No, yeah, like that scene where he's fired and the dipshit deputy is taken over from him. He is trashed in that scene, like just fucked up.
I will die on this hill. Yeah.
But yeah, Jaws 2 is definitely like, man, that sucks that that's the second best Jaws movie by
Absolutely.
like a significant margin.
Right. But also, it is a mile away from Jaws.
Yeah, like, and then I watched the latest episode of Rick and Morty, which was really good. I thought it was like they do a moviealizer. make a moviealizer to fix their favorite movie franchise that, of course, has been written by WB. And
Mm-hmm.
like, "God, I know that. All right, so I know that they're parent company, but I think we can get away with the cameo here." And James Gunn and Zack Snyder play themselves in the episode. Uh, Zack Snyder comes up on James Gunn after like Rick has just laid into him and he's feeling down, and Zack comes up behind Gunn and is like, "Hey yo, so I saw your early draft of Superman. Just a word of advice: he's called the Man of Steel, not the Man of Conversation. Have him throw a fucking punch, man. Hey,
Oh,
hey yo, you know the secret to have it like so if you the impact of a punch actually you slow it down right before the point of impact. Everyone knows that, Zach. God." And it just makes me think like, oh my god, I read later that James Gunn and Zack Snyder are big fans of Rick and Morty, so they are just like, we will
we're
definitely
down
come
for
and
it. Yeah.
make fun of ourselves. And Zack Snyder did that on
Uh,
uh
fucking Harley. Yeah.
yeah, well, Harley Quinn, or then Seth Rogen's thing on Apple
Oh, that's right, on the studio
on the
as well.
studio, and I'm like, why are you such like a cool dude, Zack Snyder? Like I've in all respects, every time I hear a story about that guy, he is a really cool, nice dude.
Right, right. I just never want to
Down to
talk comic
earth,
books with him.
like down to earth, willing to make fun of himself, doesn't have a big ego, like working on his sets is very free and fun, and like he's not a taskmaster. I'm like, wow, I fundamentally disagree with your outlook on most of the shit you make. Like
Right. Like I don't want to. I don't
you're
even want to take an English class from you, dude.
but like anyone that believes in Ayn Rand that fucking hard, I'm like, wait, you can't be a good person and like have Rand.
You. How are you this nice?
No one has read Atlas Shrugged twice and is this nice.
Right, right,
Like
right,
that's
right,
suck.
right.
Uh, but yeah, that was my week. Other than some of the finales we also watched.
Yeah, we'll get to those in a
I'll get
minute.
those in a minute.
Well, I could start with the finale. I finished out the Bear season 4. I don't know if it's going to get more show or not. I don't know if they know.
Right.
But I did like the way this ended, and I liked what this season does as a 1-2, like with the last season. I feel like it improved on its improviness that drove me nuts in the previous season. And I really like where they leave everybody. They get Carmi to the place that I thought was the only place that the character could go healthily, which is walking away from cooking and realizing that he needs to go get help and learn how to work in a place that isn't a replication of an abusive home.
Yeah.
Because that's why you're drawn. The only reason he's drawn to kitchens, like as soon as the place gets better, it's going to start losing shine for him. Uh, and
I,
and so I like that they drill
I've
that
always
home.
wondered what the main lesson of the bear is, because in my mind it can really only be Carmi walks away from cooking, but I think the show wants it to be like you should find a healthy way to do the thing you.
No, what the show went like. Carmi deeply wants to do his brother's thing, but right,
Mhm.
and then learns that that's not a thing.
But like, so this next season, I'm actually deeply curious. Are they going to commit to Carmi walking
I don't think they
away?
should get another season.
Uh, uh, I
They
would think that they are like the way that it showed. Like, I didn't watch it, but the way that you said how it ended, I'm like, so that open ended. No, if he had actually walked away, that's the final season. Uh, they him half walking away and saying, "I'll stick around in the kitchen to help you out." There's a season left of stuff they want to do.
Yeah, I think as artsy as a show as it's been, they could end it, but it has been renewed.
Yeah,
So yeah, I think that'll be their. And honestly, the main reason it needs to be renewed is that truly the center of the show is Sydney
yeah.
and her learning to quit being second to people when
Hmm.
she's the star. Because like this season, it's they finally locked the menu down. Like it's just everybody telling Carmi how fucking wrong he's been and him finally saying sorry. But they locked the menu down, and it's Sydney's dish on it that gets them another review in a different magazine that's a rave. It goes gets passed around food Instagram or whatever,
Hmm.
of people taking photos of it, and then she gets named like hot new chef or like whatever top 10 chefs to watch or some shit.
Yeah.
Which is those are the things that are going to make this successful. And then in the meantime, in the background, they did what we all were wondering about the whole time. Acknowledge that the beef window in the back is such a low investment sandwich concept.
Yeah.
That, like, guys, I don't know how you guys already have this locked down, but you don't even hand people baskets. You're just literally handing a wrapped sandwich out a window. That's fucking it.
Yeah.
Like, it is Jimmy John simple. And so Ibrahim, who I like this, he flat out says, you sent me to culinary school and I didn't like it.
Yeah.
I like the skills I have. Those aren't the skills that I have, and I don't want to learn those skills.
Right.
And that, like, for Tina, it's great. That's exactly where she wanted to go, and she didn't know it yet.
Yeah.
But she saw it and was like, fuck yeah.
I want to make sandwiches.
And but yet there is a thing, like, Carmi walks up and he's filling out paperwork and like, what are you doing? He's like, business classes at the such and such community college. And like, fuck yeah, all right, yeah, we'll throw down, like that's great. So like he realizes that, like, no, there is more I want to do. It's just not culinary school, but it is restaurant related. I like being in the restaurant. So like, how do I make the beef window the whole thing? And so like at the end of it, where they leave him is that they're gonna grab 2 more locations and a centralized kitchen between those two, like far enough away that they're not even really going to compete.
Yeah.
Like they're going to take over Chicago with beef windows, which also gets the computer off their back. Like, I liked how it wrapped up. It was nice. If they didn't get another season, I would understand, but it looks like they do. So let's see where they go. I am never going to, as soon as I can tell you're improving, it's all I can see. So like when it works, it is some of the most realistic dialogue I've ever fucking heard in my life.
Yeah.
And then when it tips, it's really annoying. And you can feel them meandering
that
through the
wedding
scene.
sounds actually really interesting.
Yeah, Brie Larson turns out to be
Francine
Fack. That whole thing is great. I would recommend, if you're invested in the bear and you know what I'm talking about, Francine Fack can go fuck.
She can go fuck. Is it about the thing?
You know goddamn well it's about this. She knows what it's fucking about. I actually liked how they resolved all that. That was pretty great. And Brie Larson said flat out that there's a scene between her and the 2 Fack brothers where she's like, that whole scene was improvised. Absolutely. Because there was an entire Reddit thread of people like, no, it's not improv. You just don't know good writing and like, why would you keep thinking that? And like, well, because the actors have said it was improv. I'm not trying to be a dick here. Like, one, you can tell, but also, like, there's a line between you rehearsed the shit out of this like a stage play and improv. Also watched a movie called Ugly Stepsister.
That one did sound interesting.
Pretty bananas.
So Cinderella from the ugly stepsister's POV.
Yes. And I know it's just because of Wicked being out recently and the part 2 coming out, but my brain going into it, the movie did not mislead me at all or anything. But I realized at the end of the first act or so that, like, I somehow keep expecting this to be about how the ugly stepsister is justified. And no, she is understandable and somewhat sympathetic. But it is Cinderella.
Yeah.
You just aren't seeing pretty much any of the Cinderella parts.
Yeah.
Like you see a moment between like in Act 2 where the stepsister rips Cinderella's dress apart so that she can't go to the fucking ball.
Yeah.
And the stepmother's like, don't worry, how will she, she can't go. You're going to...
I suppose that would be insane as far as like so you're not seeing any of the magic. Like you don't see any of the mice fucking making her
So like you see the dress get healed and you see the fairy godmother who's her birth mother appear to her and like it's a weird magic, like it's a weird magic moment. And then she shows up at the fucking ball in a carriage with the dress. Like it's real.
Yeah.
The movie doesn't have a ton of budget for this, so like she steps out of a carriage and then looks back in a pumpkin's there. Like we don't see it, transform, but like the magic's real. This is definitely Cinderella. Also, it is a Cronenberg film, basically. Like it's not like it's
Yeah, I saw the scene with like a bunch of like ear worms or something in like
it
earrings
everything that
or.
this her whole like the stepsister's whole motivation is that at the start of it her stepmother marries this guy, right?
Hmm.
uh Introduces the whole family. She's just eager to be there, and like they don't seem that bad. The stepmother and their family, she was left widowed and dead broke. And so she has finally found a rich guy to marry her and her two weird daughters.
Yep.
And dude dies at the dinner table of a heart attack, like on the fucking second night they're there or something like that. And it gets revealed that he's broke and was marrying her on like thinking that she had some money, but like he's also broke. And so then they're like, well, fuck. Well, there's the prince is throwing like the prince is throwing a ball that the real daughter and the eldest stepdaughter have both been invited to, and like our only hope is that one of you marries there, and like really the real like the stepmother wants her daughter to marry, like to be the one that marries, not the daughter that hates her that
Hmm.
whose dad's dead. Um, she keeps that fucking corpse. They can't afford to bury him. That corpse is just in her room for
Oh,
the
god
whole movie.
damn.
It's, I think it's, oh, it's fucked up. Yeah, man. But everything the stepsister goes through is to make her, uh, pretty. Like she's all that. Uh, like make her pretty for getting a husband at this ball. And there's no cosmetic surgery of any kind that you want to do in this time period.
No.
So like they sew on her false eyelashes. It is insane.
Oh boy.
Uh, on her own, she gets a tapeworm egg and eats it because she thinks she's fat.
Oh no.
That takes the whole movie. Like that just sits in the background through the whole movie.
Yeah.
She's like, I can eat whatever I want. Like she has to eat a lot. Like she has to.
Yeah.
And there's a couple of times where like she just can't get to food quick enough, and like her stomach is loud. It's yeah, the movie is wild and gross and fucked up, and the lead performance is unhinged. Like she's got a Mia Goth like I don't know if you're okay. You seem too into this
Sure.
intensity. But yeah, it's in the trailer, so it's not spoiling anything. But by the end, when she cuts her toes off so that she can fit the slipper,
Oh my god.
it's wild. Uh, it's fucking wild. I definitely enjoyed
I
watching
think I've
it.
seen a version where she tries to squeeze her hand in there and she bleeds, but I don't think she cut her toes off.
She cuts her toes off. She
God.
puts the shoe down, measures her foot.
Good lord.
Goes and gets no, it's wild, man. It's Ugly Stepsister. It was definitely fun. I enjoyed watching it. The other watched Secret Admirer, which is an 80s movie with C. Thomas Howell. Which most of the time you would think of Thomas Howell, you'd hear him, but no, you see
You
this
see
one.
him.
That was 80s as fuck. That might be the most 80s thing I've seen in a minute. Corey Haim shows up as C. Thomas Howell's little brother, and C. Thomas Howell is like in high school in this movie.
Yeah.
Like he's like 17, so Corey Haim is like 3. I don't know. He's like a 10-year-old, but it's not a big part. Haim steals. You can see why this kid became like the hot shit kid actor. Like he steals every scene he's in. But the funniest bit about it, and I think this is just a screenwriter joke from whoever wrote this movie for themselves. C. Thomas Howell is trying to be a cool dude in high school in the 80s. Corey Haim, his little brother, that character is basically, the first time he shows up, he's dressed basically exactly the same, but a little bit better. And you get in the background, like you get the feeling that Corey Haim is pulling off everything his older brother is trying to be. That like he's like C. Thomas Howell's in a cool shirt and like Haim is in a similar cool shirt but with sunglasses. And like every scene that Haim is in, he steals money. Like he's either take it back. He's either robbing his brother, like in the background of other scenes where C. Thomas Howell's like on the phone with his girlfriend or whatever, Corey Haim just walks through, pulls all the money out of his wallet, puts the wallet back, and walks out before he turns around. It's either that or he's eating breakfast cereal with chocolate syrup on it. Like, this movie has to be sponsored by Bosco. It's fucking crazy. Also watched Trainwreck, The Real Project X.
I watched half of the first episode of that, or
well, it's just the one.
It's just the one.
Yeah,
okay.
It's like all like
I actually
about
thought,
an hour long.
So I was under the mistaken impression that this was the party.
There is no party that actually made the movie.
Yeah. So this is the party
movie
that
inspired
this party.
Yeah. So the movie inspired one in Michigan, one in Houston. The Houston one fully went off. Those kids pulled it off, and the cops didn't find out until the next day.
Wow.
They invited 1,000 people to a for sale empty house and did like $80,000 in damage.
Damn.
But this one is the only one that I think actually went off at scale.
Yeah.
Through and with everyone trying to stop it.
Yeah.
Because I would have, I don't know how far you got into it. I would have murdered the first dude. The girl just happens to make her fucking
her birthday very
public
on accident,
and she goes to school that day. And over the course of the school day, like, it goes from, she invited like 73 people on purpose, and it gets up to like 3,000 people or so.
Yeah.
And she's like, fuck, but at the time on the mobile device, like on the mobile app, you couldn't delete an event. So she couldn't she was like, okay, I'll fix it when I get home. I'll just delete the event. And so she deleted it at like 3,500 people.
Mm-hmm.
And a guy within minutes was like, no, I didn't want it to be over. Like, they interview him. He's like, I didn't want it to be over.
Yeah.
And so he cloned the event, like copied it, and
I think, doesn't that guy also take his down?
So he actually themes his around Project X, and like puts up a bunch of movie poster references and shit, and was like, and calls it like, no, this is a favor to her. We're gonna throw her a surprise birthday party.
Yeah. Wow.
At her house.
Wow.
And like, he's a dick. Like, he sticks with it through most of his interviews of like, I didn't do anything wrong. I was just having fun. And eventually they find someone who knows it through Facebook. Like, they get his phone number and call him, like her family, she and her dad.
Yeah.
And are like, and he finally like, nope, I'm sorry. You guys sound scared. You're right. I see it. I get it. And he takes his down.
Yeah.
And then another one
5 minutes later.
Only this one only has like one tagline on its whatever, and it's something about the Fuhrer. Like, it's not great.
No.
And it immediately invites the fucking 30,000 people that were already invited to second dudes.
Oh my God.
Up from like 35. And this is when it, like, on that account is where it gets up to like 350,000 people invited. Like, not invited, but saying that they're coming. Which, you know, Facebook rules. They're not all going to come, but still.
That's too many.
That's too many people. And
the cancel ratio couldn't be worse.
She sends a message to them, and they tell her, go fuck off. Like,
yeah.
Like, no, we're coming. Fuck you. And from there, like, she and her mom leave. Her dad stays at the house.
Yeah. Well, they leave, and what was fucked up was that all the politicians in the area were like, people were trying to warn them, like, hey, yo, we have basically a riot coming.
The Nightmare, which
so
love the Nightmare. Love Nightmare. I want a whole movie about Nightmare.
So good.
That is not an ancient role. That is from like 2012. They started having that, but
That's
that is
great.
A genius idea.
That's fucking awesome.
They have a semi-formal guy, like a semi-formal position, that liaisons between the city council and the cops and the bar owner, like nightlife.
Yes.
Whatever is nightlife. And I love that dude is right at every turn. They don't listen to him once.
No.
But he makes a good, like, look, okay, we all would love to live in a world where 350,000 people weren't coming to a 17,000 person fucking suburb of a suburb. But we don't live in that world. The Visigoths, like the barbarians are at the gate, man. Like
they're coming.
The horde is coming. And you can either let me put up a stage and invite as many bands as I can, like right now, and I will make no money on this. Like, we will just.
Oh, one of his options was to try and placate them.
His plan was like, you cannot have them show up with nothing to do. They will tear your fucking town down.
Okay, that's pretty smart.
He's like, first they tell the mayor close the roads.
Yeah.
that like, I'm sorry, but for tonight, no one can come or go from this town. You need
Yeah.
to close every road into this town.
Right.
And the mayor's like, yeah, we're not doing that. That's fucking insane. And they're like, okay.
Okay.
So if you have 300,000 people showing up and you give them nothing to do, then you'll have a riot. If we'll give them like let's get ready.
Mm-hmm.
Like they knew almost 2 weeks in advance.
Yeah.
They're like, okay, so we will start building stages right now, and we will have just a big festival concert, and it will still be bad. Like
But we'll direct it to where,
but
like,
it'll be messy concert cleanup bad, and your local businesses might actually make some
money.
Or and he's like, no, we're just gonna send the cops. They say they have 300 cops. I don't think they have 300 cops.
They don't. Well, even if they did have 300 cops, that's still not enough.
Still doesn't matter.
But even if,
man,
like, but in a small town,
the
of
energy
that,
is not good.
what was it? It's like a 17,000
people.
people town.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have 300 cops.
Nope, they don't. There's no fucking way.
There's
When
no
he says
way.
300, I'm like, I don't believe you,
No,
sir.
they don't have 300 cops.
And like it's bad. They wreck a lot of shit. I think 2 people die, 2 girls die.
Yeah.
And you can tell that her 16th birthday got 2 people killed.
Yeah.
And not through her fault, but you can tell there's a part of her that will always live with,
Clicking public.
I made a silly decision to make my fucking birthday public once on Facebook.
Right.
And 2 people died.
And there's and to figure out that there's no backsies on the internet.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. That like this was a weird internet lesson for everybody.
Yeah. The fact that you could find that one guy and get him to take the other event down was probably a miracle in and of itself.
Right. But it still didn't matter. And Facebook has everybody watching this, I will definitely have a moment of like, oh, you can't reach out to Facebook and get them to take that down in any timely fashion.
Mm-hmm.
Like not have 5 more crop up. Like, this is done. Yeah, that was wild. I also thought it was going to be about one before the movie, because I was sure there was a party that the movie was based on. Nope. But no, in one of the worst cases of
fucking
monkey see, monkey do. That movie's inspired a bunch of parties.
The creator of your own destruction.
Right. And then before we talk about finales, I'm also still enjoying Revival. Everybody should keep watching Revival. It's very fun.
Oh yeah, the latest one was got into the what do you call it, the mystery of the sister's death a little bit more.
And also the whatever the light in the woods is, and whatever the thing in the tent is.
Yeah. So the thing in the tent was what I was talking about last week. Of yes. Like, okay, so the thing in the tent, they're still not being as overt about it, but like,
and that whole scene was edited wrong. It was edited so fast. I wish they'd given us more time to let the creepiness of that settle in a little more. But I love where the mystery's going with this. Makes me want to read the comic, actually.
Also, putting stamps on people's IDs as revivers is like,
that's a bad look. Yeah. Yeah.
Even though I've seen a grandmother like rip 2 people apart still, and I'm like, yeah, but still, like, what's it Magneto says or whatever, right. Like, oh yeah, this is how it always fucking starts.
Right. Man, the little girl, like, I don't know, maybe they're right. I do feel like something's missing. Like,
yeah, that girl's not cool, but some of them are cool.
Right. Well, she seems sad.
I think there might have been a thing, like, there's some of these people had shit wrong with them before.
But the movie you talked me into watching, that I absolutely adored, was a blast. K-pop Demon Hunter.
I had to watch, like, the 4th time I watched that through. I basically came out in the living room like, okay, so I've watched that once through, and then twice, like while I was editing or whatever, and then a third time again listening to the songs, and I was like, oh man, I think this movie is like my most recent favorite Disney movie that wasn't made by Disney.
When you told me you had watched it 3 times, and I was like, okay, all right, Nick, okay, Nick. And I just was like, fuck it, I'll hit play on it. I'll watch the first 10 or 15 minutes. We watched the entire thing. Like, yeah. I looked over, it's like, well, that was your 4th time, I guess.
Yeah.
But no, it is funny, and the slapstick's great. The boy band's hilarious. The villain song is honestly almost too good that it makes the villains cooler than the heroes nearly. Except that the finale song is really great.
Really good.
Even their shitty song, not shitty, but like they're not right. Takedown is fucking great.
Right.
Yeah.
Like you said, you don't realize like, oh, that's not working for them because it's a villain song.
Yeah, man, a lot of great story stuff. And like you said, even though it is very anime inspired, it is also very Western in its storytelling.
The timing
concepts.
on the gags, like I showed you like the one gag with the funny faces the two are making, and then they look to the third serious one and she goes nuts.
Right.
I was like, so that was a Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Yes.
Like you should wait, like the theme music, it should pop on like right after that happens.
Babushka! Yeah.
The full bullpen.
Yes.
Like, yeah. The I love Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
it's finally happening.
But the one that steals the whole movie is Derpy Tiger.
Oh my gosh.
Derpy Tiger is the best.
Him trying to sit that flower pot back up, and like, oh my gosh. Yeah, Derpy Tiger's the best. If you don't know what we're talking about, just go Google Derpy Tiger.
This is his actual character name.
This is his character name. Yeah, K-pop Demon Hunters was the biggest surprise of the week, and an absolute joy. Well, I take that back. The biggest surprise of the week was probably the fucking weird swing that the Poker Face finale took.
Yeah, so Poker Face finale was one of those times I was like, okay, I suppose I have to divorce myself here. Like, what they do is the best version of what they're gonna do here in regards to the
it's just
Patty
not
Harrison
what I want
character. In the finale of like, if that's what you're gonna do of like this big new villain, like that's really cool. Except for I was so in love with the idea of Patty Harrison being the new sidekick going on in like the new story engine.
Yeah, you had made a suggested that like, was this written before you had Patty Harrison cast? Because I feel like it's just accidental in her performance, not accidental by what she did, but just unintentional by the writers, that I love her character and Natasha Lyonne together so much that when they turn her into a villain, it broke my heart in a way they were not expecting.
Well, I thought that, okay, so Good Buddy is going to be the villain of this.
I still believe that was going to be the most fun.
That Good Buddy never shows up is weird. But
no, right.
But I'm like, so Patty Harrison is the one that never lies to her, the only person that never lies. And Good Buddy's the only person that can lie to her.
Yes.
Like, that was going to be the trifecta Moriarty, Sherlock, Watson.
Right.
And they decided to make Watson and Moriarty the same person.
Right.
And I was like, oh, that's actually... I know you're trying to consolidate characters, but you're actually wasting a resource here.
No.
This could easily be two different characters.
And Patty Harrison and her together solving crimes. Given the thing they'd said earlier about her starting like 11 billion fucking businesses, I would have just had her constantly showing up, dragging Natasha Lyonne into the business side of it. But then the other part of it being that Natasha Lyonne genuinely can't leave well enough alone. She's a do-gooder.
And the only reason I can think is that Rian Johnson is in love with the setup of the Murder, She Wrote. She stumbles into a crime every time, and she globetrots.
Yes, and the thing to do at the end of the season in that kind of show, if it, like as an homage back to those kinds of shows,
is to reset back to zero.
Only normally that's at the end of 22 episodes, and not at the end of what feels like a season arc. Only this season was weird the whole time, man.
This season was weird, and now at the end of this, I'm gonna watch season 3. They're really fun and they're real mysteries, but also I'm like, so this show is never going anywhere.
No, it's always going to just be cruising.
So this is the peak of what we're doing.
Yes, because you saw them have an exit ramp into a great show.
Like, they're going to change the story engine into more of a buddy cop thing, and if they're and you now all of a sudden you don't have to think up reasons for why the person is there. They're just there investigating a thing.
Right. I deeply wanted Psych where nobody can lie. And
you could still do the first half is the villain. You just don't see Natasha Lyonne and Patty Harrison investigating until the second half.
Right.
Like, it wouldn't change the structure of the show. It would just change the engine.
Yes.
And Rian Johnson is so in love with the overall concept of Murder, She Wrote and Columbo and all that shit. Like, well, even Columbo is like, he's just an actual detective, but he doesn't want to change the show engine even to the point where like, okay, I guess. So I'm gonna watch her be hunted. So no matter how many seasons there are of this, I'm always gonna watch Natasha Lyonne being hunted by something or someone,
Right.
some agency, somebody, and she'll get into a situation and get her way out of it because she's a do-gooder, and then by the end of it, maybe work her way out. Whatever she works her way out of the FBI thing, she'll then fall into another thing because she has to be hunted.
Right.
That's frustrating.
That is frustrating. Yeah.
That means that I'm in a way that I didn't realize I've evolved past. But you're right. The 22 episode version of this in 1995, I would have been like
75. She can just.
I would have been accepted that that's the thing. That's what we're doing. That's
Did Jim
fine.
Rockford grow over the season? I don't care.
This isn't a sitcom.
Right.
It just isn't.
No.
Like it's a full mystery story. It's funny, but it's not a sitcom.
No, but the thing I realized over this season that the thing I loved about season 1 was watching her reconcile and get a genuine offer from Ron Perlman. It went wrong.
Right.
But to like be on the run and get caught, kill time, get caught, bring it back around. All of that was great.
I thought it was going to be a fun accepting of her, accepting a person that like she has a true friend now, and accepting the fact that she wants to do good and that's her lot in life is to do that. And now Natasha Lyonne's character can only basically never grow.
She can't really grow.
Ever again, ever.
Yeah.
And that sucks.
Yeah.
But I do like that they heavily intimate that Patty Harrison is also not dead. Because, spoilers for Poker Face if you have not watched it, but Patty Harrison is revealed to be the iguana. Or whatever the fucking... Or was the previous guy iguana and she's just actually
No, she's the real iguana, right. I think.
Because iguana's supposed to be a master of disguise, but she's not.
Well, they don't know. They just never...
Oh, okay.
They just
so I was like, is he iguana? But he's actually... They're wrong. He's only the most second one.
He's the second one.
And because they were talking like the iguana is the master of
the chameleon.
I don't know.
Because I don't know. I did like that she's like, yeah, so I hired the second best.
And so during the episode, I was like clocking like, did the iguana kill Patty Harrison and then take her place with his master of disguise skills? That feels outlandish and cartoonish.
Right.
And also that doesn't track. She's saying stuff to Natasha Lyonne and is not lying.
Yeah. No, I had a high tension moment of like, what?
They make it make sense. They do the work on it.
But goddamn.
But also, I also like that as far as the version of it they're doing, I do like it. Oh man, lying to you was like the biggest high. It was like an Olympic level event, like truly trying to suppress all human reaction in order to do it. And every time I had to do it every time. Like it never got easier.
Yeah. And
like it's someone that's, top of their field but bored.
Right.
Finding a new challenge.
Yeah.
And I love the Thelma and Louise like okay, so I'm never gonna find a challenge that's better than this. So and then like, oh yeah, but you haven't caught me when I'm actually trying to catch you in a lie.
You could see it bother her. Like,
okay.
2 truths and a lie.
2 truths and a lie. And I love the lie. Like the first 2 don't really matter, but the last one is I'm gonna drive us both off of this no matter who wins this game. And I was like, oh shit, this is kind of a
true bullshit.
And I can't tell if Natasha Lyonne actually caught her or if she's just that's the answer that gets her out of this.
Right.
And like the psychological game of it.
But also having the car give out was freaking funny.
Fucking piece of shit car.
Having the car give out is literally the engine of the season gives out.
Also weird reference to the Dennis Hopper fucking film.
Oh my god, that clown face girl.
Clown face girl, which I was like, what?
Some out of the blue shit, dude.
Because because you were like, what was that? And I'm like, I can only assume it was that reference to that fucking movie you had me watch the first 5 minutes
of. It's out of the blue.
Is fucking, I don't know what that fucking was, but Rhea Perlman is just dead by the time we get there, and so basically all that was pointless. We don't take down any of the East Coast mob, I guess. It was just frustrating. It felt like a little more treading water.
Yeah.
Than anything.
Like you said, I'll watch them next season. I love a little
It
mystery show.
on one level feels like they think they're taking a big swing with the big reveal.
Right.
When I'm like, this is the
This is a
safest
safe
thing
bet.
you could do.
Yeah. Well, the big swing that Marvel took that I'm not hearing nearly enough about, and we didn't talk about it last week. They dropped the last 3 of Ironheart all at once. They dropped the first 3 in one chunk and the last 3 in one chunk.
Yeah.
And
actually, not a bad release schedule, I think.
I was tempted at first to think this is Marvel burning off, but honestly, I was so glad they did it that way. Because I wanted all 3 of these. Like, as soon as the first 3 were done, I was like, fuck, I want the back half right now. So, Ironheart on Marvel is my favorite of their series in a minute. Feels like some kind of... I didn't think they'd really fallen off. I didn't care for Secret Invasion as much, but like...
Secret Invasion was the only one I would call outright bad.
Right.
I think Moon Knight kicks ass.
Moon Knight kicked ass. I
think
like Miss Marvel. I like
She-Hulk
She-Hulk
rules.
kicked ass. This felt like a return to that. Like, Ironheart rocked in a way I didn't expect it to. Also, I didn't expect it to be the thing that really brought... Not that there's 2 halves, but that really brought this Doctor Strange magic half over into the Iron Man half.
Yeah.
If there's such a thing.
Right. Well, she needs a version of energy to fight the Hood.
Right. And she just keeps like burning out every fucking car battery and power source and anything she can get. Like, she doesn't have an arc reactor.
Yeah. And so the magic always takes a price.
Yeah.
And I love that being Natalie.
I was genuinely
affected by that.
Shocked and
because to me that
that
proves Natalie's a real girl.
Right. Like, no, the magic just proved that she's real because the loss wouldn't matter otherwise.
Yeah, because like no, that means she has a soul.
And
otherwise,
then she can't rebuild her. And then so this is also the 3 episodes that introduce Mephisto.
Yeah,
Sacha Baron Cohen.
Sacha Baron Cohen's a great fucking.
He's a great choice for
Mephisto. Yeah,
I like how all of that works. His deals are fucking slimy and feel just right. And at the end of these 3 episodes, we get that stinger that, or not stinger, but like the way it ends is did she or didn't she? Right? Like, do we know? We don't know for dead certain.
So it would seem to indicate that she did, or
and that he monkey pawed the deal a little bit.
But in my argument would be, wait, if she did, why is she working to build a Natalie again?
Right.
And why does she think Natalie is going to be an AI and not the real one?
Right. And I would think that like she doesn't take his deal, and that something in the magic that she's done to the suit. I
think she doesn't take his deal, and she tries to rebuild Natalie, and he fulfills it to the nth anyway for his own fucking...
That, or she doesn't take the deal, and the funniest part of a Mephisto deal would be if you didn't need him to do it, but you didn't know that.
Yeah.
And like that Natalie's still in there, blended with the magic in the suit, and when she comes back out, it's going to be different. But you don't know that.
So because he didn't bring suit Natalie back. He brought Natalie.
Because Natalie pops back up. So yeah, there's like 4 or 5 different ways that this could go, or that they could be doing, and it's one of the few times where they hid the ball in a time jump in a way that actually makes for an interesting, I don't know what she did.
Well, I mean, honestly, it's to Marvel's credit.
Did she learn anything in this show?
Right. To Marvel's credit, you could see how the fans react, and then in the next time she pops up, retroactively make it to where, do you all think she should have
perfect MCU-ness? Yeah.
Yeah, like and pretend that that's what it was the entire time.
Absolutely.
Like,
and I'll sue you if you said otherwise.
Their modus operandi.
Absolutely.
Like, it's what makes them look like wizards.
The MCU MO.
Like, yeah. And to me, that is like, because, oh yeah, did she learn anything? If she did learn what she needed to learn throughout this thing, she couldn't have made that deal.
Well, because the thing we'd asked in the first 3 episodes when we talked about this 2 weeks ago was we loved this show, but she just killed a dude, literally just left him to fucking die.
Right.
But she's in the suit. Are they going to pretend like she was unconscious and doesn't realize she did that?
No.
Or are they going to show us? And that was our huge like guys, I'm really liking this show, but it'll stumble so hard it won't recover if nope, that first episode back.
I left that guy to die.
I left that guy to die.
Yeah.
And like we both about jumped up off the couch and like,
Yes.
yes, this show knows
Knows
then,
what we're
and that
doing.
means that she's really got to live with that.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I thought people who are mad at Riri or whatever are like, one, I think the same character a 30-year-old white man does, same
Mhm.
shit a 30-year-old white man does in Tony Stark suddenly is unacceptable when a teenage black woman does it.
Right.
But also she's an incredibly flawed, like actually flawed character. Not like has to like, you know, learn to not be as rash or decisions like, no, actually making wrong decisions in the pursuit of her own personal gain that
Right.
fucks other people over.
Right.
And in this fact that Stain,
Yeah, Zeke,
Zeke,
she fucks him over.
she fucks him over, and she tries to apologize, and it's a little late then because Hood like has a him under the control there. But even before that, like,
Well, like Natalie's brother calls her Spock.
yeah,
Like the
yeah,
like no,
no,
you don't have like people emotions
right.
sometimes.
You have the understanding of what an emotion is,
But like I've also seen you make decisions that make it clear that you aren't really feeling it. Yeah.
Oh man, his reaction to Natalie, the Natalie ghost bot, is so like right on the money of like, no, your mom was cool about it because your mom is not dealing with that loss well.
Your mom wants a Gary, yeah.
Like your mom wants a Gary. She
or
wants
whatever.
to, yeah, his
Gary,
stepdad. She wants to go further on that. He's accepted the loss and is grieving.
This
like,
is offensive. Yeah.
This sucks for him. Like, and the fact that he comes back and helps her was like really cool. Oh, that whole montage where they're hooking up the suit to the magic was pretty cool.
I like the magic friend.
They're going to the magic shop.
Yeah.
With Cree Summers as one of the older, like,
and I don't know the name of her friend that's her age with the chunky glasses, but she's fucking
I don't know.
cool.
She's been to Comertage, I guess.
Yeah. Right.
But yeah, they're using red magic, and I'm like, oh shit, that's Scarlet Witch. That's like chaos magic.
Chaos magic. That's a little fucked up.
Like that's you're gonna.
She's pretty powerful and pretty flippant with it. That's never a good combo.
You know, I thought the Hood is a great villain, like showing his backstory of like what he's doing this for his dad.
Right.
Really showing his connection with his cousin.
Yes.
And he didn't see his cousin as a pawn.
Yeah.
Like, I think they did kill Rampage though. Like,
yeah, I do think they did that.
They didn't. I don't think they really came down hard on it, but they did kill him off screen.
Yeah.
And I like that Riri only has to suggest that to the crew. And in the moment, they're like, fuck you, you'll say anything. But after the fight's done, what's her name? Clown?
Fucking Clown immediately is like yeah. Yeah, I would recommend everybody go watch Ironheart. I fucking loved this. I'm probably going to rewatch this on Disney.
I thought it was really cool.
6 episodes, it's fucking cool.
Honestly, I thought the way she finally defeats the Hood with the hologram shit was a great 180 like ploy on the thing. The Hood getting more powerful as he makes another deal with Mephisto. The whole crew I think are really cool, and I sucks because now I feel like we aren't going to see them again.
No.
Like,
but you were dead right. Like they would be a great gang for the Young Avengers to take down.
I think they would be a fun team for the Young Avengers, and the Young Avengers to be conflicted because, well, these are just a bunch of. Normally, we bring out thugs or adults that are ripping off car parts or something, or robbing banks. These are kids, and it's. I think that would be a great pick. So, like, yeah, we would have Riri, Kate Bishop, Miss Marvel,
probably Scar.
I would not
whatever
do
that
Sakaar.
kid is.
That's a lot of CG.
Yeah.
And I would do Tom Holland before I did.
And he looked kind of janky.
I would do Tom Holland before I did Scar.
Yeah.
And I don't doubt they'll have the money.
They don't have the money for Tom Holland. I think CG's cheaper.
They can't introduce Miles. You should have a spider person on the team, though.
Man, yeah.
You should really have a spider person on the Young Avengers, I think.
They really should. Just bring in Miles.
Although that might be the new Champions team now that I'm thinking about it.
That's true. That's true.
Like Miles and Miss Marvel in them.
But
But
yeah.
I thought it kicked ass.
Yeah. Well, that is probably going to wrap up the Diaries portion. Why don't we talk about John Paul's pick, Game Bros?
Game
Now,
Bros!
he actually offered this to me instead of Government Cheese, and just looking at the two of them, and I was like, I don't play video games. I don't care about like watching
Honestly,
two dudes
Game
run a
Bros
game.
sounded like
It sounded terrible.
sounded terrible.
That is my mistake. I enjoyed this so much more than Government Cheese. I loved the shit out of this.
I thought Game Bros was really funny.
We watched all 6 episodes. We got to the end of the 4th one, and we're like, okay,
Yeah,
if
There's
this is
only
all
two
we have
left
to
anyway.
watch, there's only 2 left, and I would honestly be sad if I didn't watch them. I want there to be more of this immediately. Game Bros over on Tubi, 1 season, created by Lindsay Reckis and Jason Schnell, who I believe are husband and wife. 2 brothers buy a video game store to try and turn it into a successful business. With the worst employees and time running out, what could go wrong? Nicholas Heffelfinger, wow, what an unfortunate name, is Elliot.
Jack Shaw.
Nick Pisco is Jake, the other brother. Jack Shaw is Zach, their LARPing roleplay game enthusiast employee.
I have responsive fear, so I piss myself.
His fucking line deliveries are
I'm the
awesome.
Pig King.
This mask cost me $600. Jessica Lynn Parsons is Violet. My mother won't let me get a queen-size bed. She says it'll give me an ego.
Ego. Your parents related?
Yes.
Yeah, how'd you know?
Joanna Marie Hobby is Lacey, who doesn't work there but identifies as an employee. And Eric Pumphrey as Aaron, who I can't even speak. He is screaming most of the time.
Aaron's the closest thing to something being wrong with this show.
Yeah.
He's just on this side of not being annoying.
Right. His character is a little too aggressive, yelling a little too much,
and all
is angry. He has one note.
Is angry as one note and just yelling headshot and fucking video game terms.
Right. Like an insane amount. Like no one could tell if they make sense.
But every time he's yelling and he's just going to his normal shit, he'll do a thing that is genuinely interesting and funny.
Mm-hmm.
Like during the robbery that we later learn he has set up.
Right.
But during the robbery, before we know that, he fucking grabs the gun from the person and is like, this is a pussy ass gun. It takes like 5 shots to even down anybody. And then during that robbery, he has the gun and he holds the gun on Elliot and Jake.
Gets himself.
Whoa, what the fuck? And like, give me that RC or whatever. Like, you're the worst. Like, oh yeah, well watch this. And he tosses the gun back to the fucking robber. Like
what did you do? Negotiating, bitch.
Negotiate, bitch. I'm gonna strike. Yeah. Pizza party.
See, now I do think because we lived through the robbery, I think we do deserve a pizza party.
Yeah.
So there's only 6 episodes of this. Every one of them had some fucking fun, I don't know, whatever, Bruise Brothers, all the cheap sitcoms that we've seen over the years. The like, here's 5 actors total in one location, sitcoms, Tires. This is definitely as funny as any of the rest of them we watched. And has to have been done for a third of the money.
I think it's actually like a more general comedy than I would have a hard time recommending Tires.
Right.
To people.
I tried to start watching the second season because we really love the first one, and honestly, they made a weird homophobic joke within like 10 minutes that I was like, fuck. Yeah. That Blockbuster show, right,
with Randall Park.
The people that wrote this should do that in whatever that instead.
Yeah,
Like you should give these guys Randall Park and Melissa Fumero type people. Like that. This is solid. This show's got It's edited together really well. God damn it, when they leave Zach in the crawl space for like an episode.
I forgot that he left him in their last episode. I was like, because I asked you like, hey, where's Zach?
Yeah, but when you said that, and I was like, I've never seen that work on a show before. Holy crap, he's in the crawl space, dude.
I was like, he's what?
Yeah, I think you were looking down the last time they showed him, because he's down there with a fucking battery powered menorah and a bunch of mannequins and a raccoon. Oh man, he's all bloody when they get him out.
Zach is a great dog pile on character.
Mm-hmm.
Just some of the great call and responses in the show are the best, because like you'll have things where like Zach, you know, like, are your parents related? Yes.
Yeah.
And like, but I think the best one was like, what is wrong with you? The doctors
just
don't know.
My doctor says I have weird blood.
Weird
and the
blood.
bugs don't like it.
The bugs don't like. Oh, it definitely has bed bugs. Violet is one of the cooler characters. Like
she's she went to college for game development. She's developed a game and everything. She just has no confidence. And so,
which is the only reason I can think of like why she would choose to work here.
It honestly, her dating Lance, I feel like is the other half of like to help the audience be sure that like all of her problems are self-created, because she just won't get the boyfriend she deserves. She won't go get the job she deserves. She just won't go do the things.
Yeah, and like
she failure to launch.
Lance does like, and I'm like, oh, Lance does kind of suck, but not even like a shitty to you boyfriend. He's just always partying with the bros, douche bro.
Right, he's always got an energy drink.
He's not mean to her.
No, he's
or
just
anything. He's just kind of sucks.
Like, oh wait, so babe, if you're having to work tonight during our anniversary, the boys are going out to play, going bowling. But I mean, I said no before, but like, if I'm free now, then we can both win.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, babe, I feel like a winner.
But the fucking secret weapon of the show.
Oh my god.
Fucking Lacey,
who doesn't even work here.
It's like, oh my god, that's why I love working here.
Everything out of her mouth is scarier than the last thing. Her lines of dialogue are like Catherine Hahn's outfits in the studio.
They're just genuinely insane, and to the point where the running gag is that everyone is like, okay, so some of the stuff you said is just concerning,
right?
Or like everyone like,
look, I would never use you guys' Wi-Fi to download.
It's like, okay, oh, I need you to remember that I use your your IP address when I download nothing. That's concerning.
Can you get a hold of his laptop? Because I could put some sick shit on his computer.
Like from where? My computer. So if you put this on,
where the fuck did you come from?
If you put this on, where did you come from? The shadows. Well, so if you put this on YouTube, I need you to blur my face because I am wanted by.
There's a lot of people that cannot know I'm alive. Yeah. Yeah,
no.
Everything she says is fucking awesome.
Fucking chaos agent.
And like hitting on people when you want to go to the alley. Like, and at the start of the show, she's definitely slept with Aaron.
Yeah.
But won't anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But won't leave.
Right.
And also they intimate a couple of times that there's a hair salon next door that she works at.
I think so.
And like, look, my clients have foil on their hair right now, and I, don't have to be like, you have people over there with like peroxide burning their fucking hair off while you are never. Oh God, when she's talking to her boss of like, look, you tell my clients I'll be there when I get there, and then just screams bloody murder. And like, I've just witnessed an accident. What'd you need? Like, she's a psycho. I fucking love her. And just like Lindsay and You're the Worst, I can never be in a room with Lacey.
What's fucked up is that when we first clocked her, I was like, okay, so even you're like a general hot or whatever.
Mm-hmm,
but then by the end of it, I'm like, is she getting more attractive as the show goes on, or is the fact that I know how fucked up she is making her more attractive?
I am deeply concerned for myself that like, yes, she is getting more attractive as she gets less of a person.
Like that is not good.
No, it's not. It's not good at all. But this show was fucking awesome. John Paul, thank you so much for recommending this.
I think the greatest gag though for Lacey though is that she does sneak up on people, but the capper for that gag,
oh my god,
might be one of the best cappers for a running gag I've seen. Which is
every episode she sneaks up on somebody.
Yeah,
just like, appears.
Oh my,
and like fuck. It's camera trick shit.
It's
sometimes.
a camera. Yeah, like she's in a chair she was not in the previous shot. Like,
it's great. I love it.
And suddenly, but in the last episode. Or was it the second?
Yeah, it's like last episode. I think Jake, the cooler brother that really wants to run the store.
Yeah, but like,
it's not that he sneaks up. He's
in
just
the office
invisible.
with them, with her, and they're talking about doing a makeover or something.
They're just not paying attention.
And so they're like, I don't know if you can do that. Oh my god, what the fuck? You do not sneak up on people like that.
Like she gets really mad.
She gets super mad at him,
and he's just like, wait, what? I didn't sneak up. I've been here.
And I'm like,
you came into the room when I was already here.
it's like that's a great
Oh my
capper
God.
on a
And
running.
she's so,
Like,
yeah. Oh, that's when she gives him the pain meds for. Well, no, wait. I gave him that. Those were from the boring bottle. I put the fun pills in the boring bottle and the boring pills in the fun bottle.
why?
Because she says, I like surprises.
It's like surprise.
Yeah, man, Lacey's amazing. I love her. There's only 6 of these, so I guess I'm just gonna have to rewatch them.
Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna get renewed or not. Like,
It can't have caught. Where's the Kickstarter? I want to put money in on
this. Was this year? I don't think it was that long ago.
No,
but
like Tubi original. Take my money.
But Tubi picked it up. I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, I don't know what that means. Like when Tubi picks something up, is it literally laying on the ground? Like, is it a relay race handoff? Did you find this?
Yeah,
I don't know what that means when Tubi says it's an original. I don't feel like a lot of money changes hands. This did not cost much. It cannot have.
No, it's one shitty location.
Right.
Like, it's not even like a good location. Like, this is a fucking like.
No, the establishing shot is sad. It bums you out a little bit.
Yes. I do love their posters in the background of their fake games and stuff.
That is great. I hope those aren't AI. I don't know if they are or not.
So the real games in the background, they can't fake enough of them, I guess, because
No.
there's just Kingdom Hearts and shit in the
back
background. But the fake posters are awesome, like fucking Snow Raider and Death Planet,
Couch Surfer,
and what was the cruise one?
Oh man, shit.
But
Dead Cruise or something like that.
Yeah, but my favorite had to have been Ribbit Wrecker.
Ribbit Wrecker looks
Ribbit
great.
Wrecker.
It's just Frog Thor.
Yeah, it's Frog Thor with Frog with a hammer.
Yeah,
and
goggles. I love it. Love it. And also Call of War is a pretty fun Call of Duty ripoff. Crime City Nights or something like that, I think is what they're called.
Their Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah.
Oh man, their cop that shows up.
Oh man, that's great. And his shitty kid. Yeah. Oh man, and Lacey's super fucking into him. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Well, I like that even Aaron is shown like, I have with the YouTuber, like I have a private account for my actually game.
It's like, bullshit. Like, oh yeah, no, look me up. I'm called Rampage or Berserker.
Molotov Cocktail.
Molotov Cocktail.
Because he's YOLO
Yeah. And he's like, bullshit. If you're Molotov Cocktail, then who in your pod did the such and such whatever last night?
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's my psycho fucking party member.
And like he steps like, wait, are you like
shit? Wait, are you Rage Boner like
poison semen thrower or something like that?
Semen flamethrower or
something like that? Yeah, something awful. And got him telling his assistant later of like, no, I should have known this place was going to be a fucking wreck when he is the worst. and the like, I thought he was only like that online because people got to get stuff out, but he's like this in real life. Wow. Yeah. Good job, John Paul.
Yes, we're back on track.
That was fucking awesome.
Loving it. Yeah.
Well, that's probably going to wrap it up for us this week.
We didn't even get to talk about the Ukrainian or the Albanian.
Oh my gosh,
mob
the
guy.
Albanian mob guy and his coked up lawyer.
His coked up lawyer that set him up with
yelling at his kids the whole time.
They only get away with why Zach is stuck in the basement is because the Albanian guy, when the internships, throws him down there, and then gets fucking epileptic seizured into
from the video
game arcade games.
Yeah.
Oh man, they discontinued these. They call it seizures.
And like honestly, when you bought this, like actually those might be a moneymaker. I thought it was a statistical anomaly, like it might happen every once in a while. It seems to seize.
No, it seems
everybody.
Like everybody.
Like don't be in the room looking that direction when it happens.
Oh no.
He wakes up with no memory like a nice dude, and they just send him on his way.
Well, he woke up speaking Spanish.
That's right. They just send him on his way. Oh my god! But then, like you said, like he's the only one that knows that one of your employees is in the crawl space, and yeah, the whole first episode when they're trying to get one of them to clean the bathroom, and finally Zach comes back in and like, dude, did you clean the bathroom? No, I went in there and it's real bad, and I threw up, so it's worse now. But no, it's not clean. I don't know why. I just love the idea of like. No, it's actually worse now. Since I tried.
Game Bros. I'm not sure if I would have titled it something different, but it definitely worth a watch.
Indeed, indeed.
There's
Over
no
on
excuse. You got Tubi. Come
it's
on.
Tubi. Come on, everybody's got Tubi. 'Cause it sounds like a venereal disease. Well, that's gonna wrap it up for us this week. Tune in next week when we chat about Such Brave Girls Season 2, which just dropped on
What?
Hulu. That's right.
Back?
A previous JPV showrunner pick.
Well, you don't have to wait for him to pick that
So
again.
fucking good, we're gonna watch the second season.
Yeah.
Yeah. But until then,
TV dudes, throw out. Headshot.
Headshot. All right.
I want to say it on mic or whatever.